Alivia, how are you finding life as a Wellington Phoenix player?
Good. I think the sun has finally started to come out and it makes practice a lot more enjoyable. Not like a day like today, but overall it's been good on the pitch and off. We've gotten to explore a lot about the area and enjoying both sides of the ball.
I remember when you signed, your quote was saying, look, this wasn't on my bingo card, becoming a professional footballer, certainly not in Wellington, New Zealand. Is it what you expected it would be?
Yeah, I think it's been a step up in a lot of different directions. Having it be your job, your everyday. I feel like we've always treated it like that, but now it's kind of seeing the reward in like all the work that I've done throughout the years, and now I can say like I've made it. I'm a professional soccer player, and like we're not just playing, like we're playing to win. We're playing to make the playoffs and like make Phoenix history every week. And so I think the whole team has really bought in, and that really brings up the stock of saying that I'm a professional soccer player.
When you arrived and started playing games, was the standard about what you expected it to be?
Yeah, I think it's just different. Different countries play different soccer, football. We all call it different things. And so getting adjusted, so I probably have the longest pass length on the team just because of the way that I am used to playing back home. And so kind of using both sides of that to my advantage, knowing when to do that, when I can play short. And I think it brings up our overall team dynamic. And people know that from me as a player. And I know certain people aren't going to do that. And so I think the balance act is pretty good and it helps us.
You talked before about both sides of the ball. How much do you enjoy the attacking side of soccer?
Yeah, I think I've not really had much freedom in the past to do that because I've usually been at center back. But now seeing myself in this newer outside back, full back role, I have more of a chance to go forward, and I think I can take more pride in it than I usually do. So that's something I tell myself before every game. Like I'm going to try and make one overlapping run, which seems crazy because like Laura does it 1,000 times on the other side of the pitch, but I'm just not used to that. And so I think it's good because I bring something else to that fullback position, but I definitely like that I have more freedom, and I'm trying to use that to the team and my advantage.
In the last 3 or 4 games, in fact, the last 4 games, Paul's really settled on a very settled side. The back four's the same. Carolina behind you. You've got Maya and Annalie in front. Does it feel like a consistency that could really benefit you as you attack the back end of the season?
Yeah, I think consistency is good, but I do think we have people that could come in those roles at any time, and that keeps all of us on our toes. And so I think never getting too settled, you never know what might be needed of the team. And so I think consistency is good and bad because you don't want to get complacent. And I always know that I have someone that could step in right away and take my spot. I only got here 2 months ago. And so I think that's good. And I think if everyone has that mindset that there's always someone else coming behind you, we're going to make the push for the playoffs.
Yeah, how determined is the team to charge forward from here and make the top 6?
Yeah, I think you can see it every day. We can feel it. And although it's not kind of ideal that we've gone kind of back and forth, home and away with a win and a loss, I do think like getting a loss kind of fuels us up again to come back and win our next game. And it makes it a lot easier. Like I was saying, being complacent, if we were winning, you're not really challenging yourself as much. And so although we don't want to lose, losing is helping us refuel the fire, and we bring it every week out on the pitch. So.
And you're away again this Sunday, but then back home, and then during the run in, there's a lot of home games. How much are you enjoying playing at Porirua Park, the home ground for the Phoenix?
Yeah, I think I've said it before our last game, but the fans really fuel us, and we know that, and I think sometimes we can take advantage of that when we're on the road. And so using our home field to our advantage, winning our home games, we've done well with that. Now can we kind of use that energy to, fool ourselves that when we're in Brisbane this weekend that we're at Porirua. And I do think there's some uncontrollables when we play at Porirua, like the wind. And I think there's always an uncontrollable when we're on the road, such as the heat. And so kind of just using that mental game can really help us. And I think this will be a big test this weekend because it is 2 back-to-back road games. And so we get this win this weekend. I think we're really electric to come back home to Porirua in the next week.
You talked before about getting forward. I know when you first arrived at the club, you're like, "Oh, don't worry about a goal celebration. I'm not going to score a goal."
Yes.
Has it been something that you've really been working on, believing in yourself that you can, score in the A-League?
Yeah, ironically enough, we practiced goal celebrations the day before the Western Sydney game, just out of nowhere, me and Maya, and there I go, scoring off Maya's shot, and we had it all planned out. Unfortunately, we ran the wrong way to the camera. But I do think like little things like that, like celebrating after goals, getting people excited to score goals, that helps. And like for a player like me who's not used to that, like I had my goal celebration planned out before and I didn't even know I was going to score a goal. So I think, yeah, there's a lot of excitement in it. And yeah, it's good to be in situations like that.